Hi, it's Jess here from Nigezza Creates. Thank you for joining me today. So I'm going to use these freebies. They are from Which Craft Do You Do? And they're in their Facebook group. And do you know, the name escapes me. I'll link it down below. Yeah, so this is for this week. So I thought, oh, I quite like that. So I thought I'd have a go and come up with something. So first thing I need to do is cut them all out. So I'm going to get them cut all out, and that usually gets my ideas going as to what I might do. So yeah, those are easy to cut out by hand, and there's quite a few of them. Normally I'd probably use my scan and cut on some of these, but Ed's working from home, so I've got James in the dining room and Ed in the lounge, and my scan and cut's downstairs, so it's not happening. I'm going to have to do it by hand. So I will be a few minutes. Oh my days, I'm never doing that again. So yeah, it took forever. I have inked it as well. I should have just waited until I could get my scan and cut out, because I mean, those bits were all right. I did that with a die cut. They weren't too bad. These, absolutely awful to hand cut, I found. And they took me so long. I've probably been watching YouTube for 2 hours. You know, yeah, not doing that again. Right, what shall we do? Well, I think we'll just make these up first, as they're quite easy to put together. So I did ink on the inside of that because you see it. So yeah, and that goes up there. So that is quite simply put together. So I'm going to get me trusty colour. So when it's an overlap like this, what I like to do is go up the inside of one and the outside of the other. So I hate this glue pot. Where's my other one that I really like? Right, I found my better glue bottle. Watch this one not work now. It's been sat in a drawer for a couple of weeks. I got so far with sorting out my craft room, and then I had to stop and film something. So there were a load of stuff on my desk, and I just opened the drawer underneath my desk and scooped it all in, basically. And this was in one of those drawers. And yeah, it's not playing its game because it needs a poke. There we go. Stuck a pin in it. Should be, yeah, cooking on gas again. There we go. So that one's the inside of that one and the outside of this one. It's actually the other way around. It's the inside of this one, and that one's on the outside. And they should glue down there nicely. And hopefully no oozing on the inside. No, that looks fine to me. And then on here, I'll just put a bit of glue along the bottom of this. There, I'll go up the side and along the top here. And that, simple as. That's all right, nice little pouch. And I'm assuming this, yes, fits in there. Yeah, liking that. So my thoughts for this was just to stick it together, because I've printed it on 120 GSM. So that double-sided glue together will be nice. I've gone round all the outside just in case any of it shows. Right. Glue stick on one side, collard on the other. And the collard will give it an extra bit of stiffness as well. So once it's all dried, it will actually be quite a nice stiff tag. And then I'm going to add things to the top, so that work. Gosh, that's an awful lot of glue, Jez. Awful lot of glue. Right, I'd lost this, and then I picked out a pair of scissors from my scissor pot that I don't use very often, and this had stuck to it. So that's from gluing from the other day. Just peels off. Love it. Love it. Just put my fingers there. Full of glue. What an idiot. Right. I'm going to turn it over for scraping down. There we go. I've managed to get glue all on that. Tis all right though. Tis all right. Gonna fold that down together there. Not too much glue on the bottom there. That's a bit better. Now just any bits come around those edges should come off. Right, so that's still wet, and when that dries, that will be lovely. Got a little bit of stuff on there. Rub it off. Absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. I did get a bit of glue on there, but when you rub it off when it's still wet, usually get away with it. Right, so what we're gonna, got an idea for that. We're gonna put on this. I like that. One of these say Dragonfly, but it's in the other colour. Don't really want that. I'm going to stick to the drones. Should we have a bit of a clock? Although we do want to decorate the outside as well, don't we? So we could just have a bit of Dragonfly there, I believe. Shall we have half a doily? Quite like the tone on tone that goes on there. Yeah, liking that, liking that. Right, let's chop a bit of this doily. So I'm kind of going down. So we got that for someone else. Go down there quite nicely. Needs a bit of an ink on the edge there. Could have equally done this with the other colour. Didn't want to do that. So glue that on there. Not thinking too much about it. I didn't really give it much of a thought when I was cutting it out. I was just thinking I'd have done this by now if I'd have got my machine out. Needs to come up to my craft room. The way I have, or I plan when I've finally finished my craft room, there is room for it. So that'll be exciting when that happens. I won't waste 2 hours. Again, fussy cutting stuff. Yeah, like that. And then stick this down. So I've not done any of these sort of, I don't know if it's a challenge, but I've never taken these freebies of this group before, and so first for me, and I really like them. They really really spoke to me, these ones. There. I do love that. How cute. Very simple. That will stiffen up eventually. Now what I want is to do a little bit over the top for a tab. Could do these numbers. Why not? It's there. Why not use it? Right, what I am going to do is, just in case you see out, and I'll just put the blue one on the top. Yeah, nice little square on the top there. I'm going to, I'll use an eyelet as well, because that's what I like to do. So I'm finding myself, I'm working really far down there, aren't I? I might move the camera back actually. That would probably work, wouldn't it? I'm not sure. I'll do it now. If I move it back a bit. No, it's gone in the wrong direction, Jez. Okay. Worth a try. Just every now and again I look up and I see that I'm way down here. Just got to remember to lean in. Still not used to this new setup. Although I prefer it, I've got a bit more room. Right. That. Do one. Do once. I've got a stamp with a dragonfly. Let's find it. There it is. Didn't have to look very far, but I do have to reach up. There we go. And that, I think, to stamp on the back would be quite nice. Just lightly. That's not the right size. There we go. Have some pecan pie. Pecan pie. Let's have. And then I'm going to stamp off. And then have that there. Have that there. Yep. That's cool. There. The bottom there. Like that. Yep. He's done. Oh no, apart from I'm going to do an eyelet, aren't I? Gonna do an eyelet. So dun, 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 dun. There we go. Was probably still a bit wet there. Should have waited until it was fully dry, but no matter, it is done now. That's a little tip there. Wait until your glue's dry. There we go. Can't see any of those numbers now. Let's have a little look see. Let's some of these are quite like that. It's like gold, but I've coloured it with alcohol ink and stuff. So quite like the colour of that. Just want to, before we do that, go around that. Oh, it's all sticking to my fingers. You probably didn't see what I was doing there. I need to put a big sign up down here on my desk, because like there, that's where you're starting to see. I need to put a big sign beyond there. I've got about 6 inches of my desk. Don't film here. Good squeeze. There we go. Love it. So that pops in there. Quite like that. At the back. So we need a nice bit of ribbon on that. I'll think about that. Wants to decorate this. So I'll put a bit of thyme on it. And I could put a smaller dragonfly delight. On the back. Quite like that. We'll save the colourful stuff for the other one. So I think what I might do is just give this a fold and have it going around the corner. And then if this ends up as a floating pocket, it's got a little bit of interest on the back side. Oh, that's me. My eyelet's fallen down. But it could be glued down to a page. Could be a little bit of Happy Mail. Could be a nice little swap. Do like clocks. Okay. Yep, that'll do. And then I've got to think about, I had a thought, always a little bit dangerous when I have a thought of what I'm going to do with those two bits, and that's where I might bring the flowers in. So you can see where I got fed up with fussy cutting. So I did that one first and I kind of cut out everything. And then I did this one and I kind of gave up. And I just did the sort of kiss cutting. Because it really was like hard work. There we go. And then just put a little number on the back there. With a bit of this doily. Need to ink the sides. Gosh, I've been really quick and decisive doing this. I'm usually not. I think things through so much. Right, does it want to go there? Does it want to go there? Do I want to snip a bit more off? Pull that down. I do want to snip a bit more off. I want that a little bit straighter. But yeah, I'm quite amazed at how quick I'm making this decision. Sort of set myself a task as well in my head to only use these bits. So there's that. There we go. So this is stiffening up nicely. That will go in there. So I found, yes, I found a spool of ribbon the other day. This is cinnamon cider. I think that'd be perfect. So cut myself a bit off. I think it goes really well with the tips. And then I've got, yeah, got a bit of this jute twine, and that'll be nice. I'm just going to knot rather than bow. Cut the ends off, keep those little bits. I'm sure I'll find a use for them. Got a little pile collecting up there. There we go. So that's that bit. Yeah, like that. Right, so now we've got these bits. Now, my thought was that makes a nice journaling card. That could be the back, because it is just about the same colour, same size even. And I could add another dragonfly, because that's actually got dragonfly written on it. Oh, cooking on gas, Jez, cooking on gas. Might not use those. Could use it for the top of the tag. Yes. Yeah, liking that. So that's how that's going to get decorated. And then the back, oh, I could use a bit of this on the back, quite like that there, that's got number 5. I don't want to go all the way down it, I might just go halfway down it. And just a little bit of flower coming in on there. Yeah, that is what I'm going to do with that. God, I don't know where this quick decisions are coming from. It's very not like me. So I'm going to go down the edge here. the edge here. Why ain't that? Because it sure doesn't look like it. And then I'm going to line that up on there, so I've got a straight line to go by. Line that up there with that straight line. That should be it. Glued down nicely, and then we'll just chop it off. So I've not got very much on it. I think I've got enough. There, just a little hint. That's all I wanted. And then stick a bit of that on the other side. So I'm now thinking, oh no, it's not going to work with that one, because I just think that one I fussy cut a bit better. I'll use this one. Got a Fitbit and it just buzzed me. I don't know if that means I should be getting up and moving. But I'm not. Not yet. Been out for my daily walk today, so I might just go snip that bottom bit off. Use my trimmer for this bit. There we go. So that's that bit done. Don't think I need this. Let's just stick these on. And then I've got a few bits left over. I'll just put them in my fussy cut box to use some other time. Do I want Dragonfly or do I want Imagine? Can I have Imagine? Look at that, changing my mind. That's how I roll. And then what was I going to, oh, I was going to use some of this for the top. That's a right nice flower there to be part of the top. So let's fold it down. So I've got a bit there to cut off. So I'll give that an ink. So it's got a little bit of plain green on the other side, but that's okay. So those two together be on there. Stick it up a little bit. And that's on the back. Perfect. So these need to be glued together. No eyelets in this one, so we shouldn't have the problem we had with the other. Going around the edge. So I know the edges are done. Don't know, I've got in the habit of doing glue stick and glue. Probably don't need to do both. I certainly wouldn't trust a glue stick, but that's going right around the edges and that's going to ooze, so you can use your spreader. On that one, so we can get that glue going in a bit more. There we go. There we go. And let's pull that up a bit because I want to check we're the right way up. That is the right way up. I'll have a little bit of wiggle to get this together. There we go. Not liking that. Let's fold that over. Just wiping off the glue that's oozed out. I just wanted to go back down that edge. I think I did, didn't I? Sure I did. I'll go back round anyway because they're now stuck together. Let's glue this on. That's me make. Great little pieces. These will go in my ready-made ephemera box to pull out as and when required. There we are. I've got a few bits still left. Scooch them over. Let's just zoom in a tad. And then we can see what we've made. So that's that one. Done. That on the back. And then that's the pocket. Decorated on the back. Pull out tag. Yeah. So, thanks for joining me. Do hope you like that. I will link to the group. Let me just see if I can find it. I've got my iPad in front of me. I could just look it up. So that is the June freebies in Playing with Paper and Glue Facebook group, and designed by Kerry Fellows. Which craft you do? Loved them. Just loved them. Really enjoyed that. Hope you liked it too. Do give me a thumbs up. Do give me a subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And I'll join you again very, very soon for something else. Bye for now.